a chase going on, a pursuit in Tarzana. Chris Christie is overhead in News Chopper 4. Chris.
Okay, well, tell me when he get to set. Oh, shit.
Here on the 101 now, being pursued by the CHP, refusing to pull over this pursuit, starting just a short time ago in Calabasas. Now we see a CHP Explorer pulling up right behind him here.
Yeah, we were southbound 101, now just merged to the...
Are you sure to encounter even more traffic, albeit holiday traffic? It's not exactly light out there, but definitely it is still...
He's in the neighborhood.
How many officers are in pursuit right now?
From my vantage point, we've got this one CHP unit that you see here. There's another motorcycle unit a few car lengths back, and then that helicopter calling out the pursuit as well. LAPD monitoring the pursuit, as is the Sheriff's Department. But as of this moment, it is a CHP pursuit on the freeway here in CHP's jurisdiction.
And that was a good shot there. You could just see how close that CHP unit does get up to the rear of that car there. I'm not quite sure what they're thinking. It's a tactic that I haven't seen a lot before.
They're talking about performing a traffic break, and that may be what they're trying to set up for, but it's very difficult when you have this amount of cars on the road. It's just very challenging, and you can see this guy's moves are unpredictable, going over the yellow line there, onto the shoulder, now back into that carpool lane, and still coming very close to other cars. Very erratic
traffic around him, weaving through. CHP has 2 units behind him, as well as a couple motorcycles trailing this pursuit. But you see as Chris Howell pulls out and looks back, they're not that close, lighting the air unit right there at the bottom. That's the Mulholland Bridge we're going under right there. Air unit is calling it for them as we push along here southbound 405 through Mulholland, still at a very high rate of speed. I'm estimating probably 95 to 100 miles an hour at some points, but now just at about 90 as I clock him here with Sky 5. But we're going to start this big downhill.
He's going to crash.
Folks familiar with this, Sepulveda Pass is a pretty steep downhill, so he's going to be able to get that speeds going pretty quick, really cooking along here, and pick up these speeds as we come south. So really just a really kind of a heavy duty pursuit this time of day with all the traffic. But man, just weaving through traffic. And what'll happen in a situation like this, he'll get weaving around like that at those speeds, and then lose control and start spinning because of just snapping that wheel around as he comes around. But really a dangerous drive here. Coming up on traffic, as you see now, weaving his way back out to the HOV lane, pushing down through there, and luckily looking down, pretty thin traffic ahead, but that's going to be a different story as we approach the 10 freeway ahead. It'll start backing up as we come up onto the Santa Monica freeway as we go along. But wow, just really fast along that center divider, passing cars, people having no idea what's going on here, just cruising along, heading home or heading off for vacation, and now having this guy come along.
And Tim, when you get close, you can see that it rocks, that his car, that SUV, it starts to rock, and he started to lose control a little bit in one of those weaves in and out of the HOV lane. Now, this started in Moore Park, a reckless driver who, as you can see, is becoming more reckless, 95 to 100 miles per hour, you say?
Yeah, he was at 100 miles an hour as we came on it, then as we climbed that hill, keeping the speed up, and now the estimated speeds now are about 95 coming downhill as we approach the Getty here. You can see the CHP unit coming in behind him a little closer, trying to catch up with him and stay up with him, but the area unit, LAPD is calling a pursuit for CHP, just letting them track him, but you can see just flying down that HOV lane coming up to Sunset here. Traffic still light and down towards Wilshire, jumping in and out of that lane. As you were saying, though, as he makes those snaps back and forth, going through the lane changes, all it takes is a little bit of weaving to get that car to start coming around in the back end, start break that back end loose, and then he's going to be out of control at a very high rate of speed. Being an SUV like that, small wheelbase, oh, just really
got close there,
pushing through.
And it's amazing that it's this thin traffic-wise for a Friday at 6:12 on a Friday evening.
Well, it's a holiday weekend, and so most people that are leaving got out of town yesterday. As we saw, the roads were really backed up getting out of town yesterday, but all green on the SIG alert maps in the greater LA area for the most part at this hour on July 3rd here.
the freeway, but you may take the east or west.
You're right. The 10 freeway is going to be his next major freeway, and as you mentioned, he can take it over to the beach or
cycles back and trailing in the number 3, number 4 position. They could have very well been the only supervisors available, because they have to have a supervisor in the pursuit, so they could have been the only area supervisors around that was going to, be able to get into it. Then once they'll get relieved by a car officer, and you can see coming up on slower traffic here as we approach the 10. Now it's the transition for the 10. We'll see which way he's going to go here. And he's on the transition. Looks like he might pick it up eastbound here as he goes through, weaving his way along. There's the westbound dropping there. And now the swing over to the left. That'll take him around the bend here, picking up that 10 freeway to the east from the 405, just whipping around there, trying to get through traffic. CHP right behind him. And as we move around down that way, heading towards the downtown area here, we'll pass through Culver City area and then Midvale area as we continue on through mid-cities. But looking at the 10 freeway now ahead, a little bit of slowdown about Robertson ahead. That's about 2 miles up, so he's going to have an issue there. But this guy is really just cooking along on this pursuit. I mean, it's been very fast, very erratic driving by this guy. Now he's over to the right lanes, cutting through that gore point right there, right on the right shoulder to get around traffic. Very dangerous, just shooting along. No one even knowing he's coming that way, getting ready to get on or get off the freeway. You have a 90-mile-an-hour car come blasting down your side. Now back out to the number 2, just weaving traffic, threading the needle as he goes through. Now snapping back over to the number 4 lane, and now going to get here. Now he's going to catch some traffic here as we come up on the bend to right about Robertson area. Anyway, continuing on as he holds that number 4 lane. And here we go back along as we make the bend here. You see a bend in the freeway coming up, and coming up to, like I said, Robertson. Kind of get up ahead of him here just a little bit, kind of see. Now off to the ramp here, using the shoulder to get by traffic, just smoking by traffic. Oh, that guy just almost pulled over in front of him, but very close there as he goes along. Now blasted through. That was probably the Robertson off-ramp right there as we go through making the transition. He's just hanging on to the shoulder as we come around. And so big traffic here, as I said, going to hold that right shoulder, pushing through, dealing with traffic, getting off, getting on. People have no idea it's coming by them, but really just flying the mail down that shoulder. Oh man, this is unbelievable how fast he is going down here through this traffic. CHP has backed off just a bit to give him some room. Now he's into the off-ramp lane, cutting back across the gore point, and there he goes, coming down up around that car, past that. Now we're past Robertson, approaching La Cienega. It will be a lot of traffic ahead of him here.
Boy, he is really testing the limits of that ISUZU rodeo. I mean, at 100 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour, weaving in and out of traffic, obviously that rodeo wasn't equipped for that sort of performance, but this driver is testing the limits, and
is that La Cienega?
There he goes.
Ooh, get on freeway.
La Cienega, he's off. Yeah, this looks like La Cienega just got off. I'm going to bring Sky 5 around here so I can keep an eye on it as he comes off, goes around. And let's see where he comes off at. Down to the ramp. This, I believe, is La Cienega he's coming to. And the area that's right on him. He's at the bottom of the ramp, through the ramp, and then continuing straight ahead. And this will bring him around and down towards, I believe, Venice Boulevard. Let's do a turn. Okay, picking up eastbound. I believe this is Venice.
Damn it, what's wrong with your signal?
With the signal of this driver, as aggressive as he is, you almost want to see him on the freeway, because now you introduce cross traffic and pedestrian traffic when you're on surface streets with somebody this aggressive and this intent on braking.
Driveway, is he opening an electronic gate here? So that's unusual. He's into that. Now we get the units coming in.
So he's familiar with this
here he comes into a parking spot, just parking like it's any kind of
what in the hell? Oh.
Now looking for the CHP units coming in there. They've got the gates blocked off. He's not going to be able to get out of there. He's backing into that parking place. CHP is coming into the parking area as well. Now this is the most dangerous part of the pursuit after the stop, is to see what's going to happen here.
Yeah. Well, with the helicopters above, he's not getting anywhere. But as you can imagine, you watch him on the ground, and it might be tough to spot for officers if they weren't right on his tail.
Something on the hood of the car. He's taking something out of out of the car again. He has no shirt on. I can't tell what that is on the car, but he's retrieving something else from the front seat. It looks like still, as you said, Tim, suspected no one else in the car with him. We can't really see anyone
Tim,
else.
where are officers at this point?
They're right out on the street. They're right at the gate. If we widen out just a little bit, we don't want to lose him, but they're right at the gate. There they are, right there. And he's hiding on the opposite side of the car from him, so it's just holding right there. Right? Just if we get a little tighter with, right here, you're not telling what he's doing. He just went back into the back. Yeah, we're going to kind of keep a wide shot here. We don't want to get too tight on him because we don't know what he's up to between those cars, and neither do the officers. They've got him contained, and out on the street as well as in the parking lot. Air unit is giving directions as they go to let them know exactly what he's doing over there. The observer's now he's kind of walking out, laying down. This is unusual. He just walked out and sat down, so he's starting to comply. They're making the approach, and so we're just going to hang out here.
So this is CHP, right, Tim?
It is CHP, yes. LAPD is in the air unit overhead, keeping an eye on it. And then, as you see right there, rolled him over, going to handcuff him. One officer is going to watch it. The officer should keep an eye on that car, make sure there's nobody else in the back seat, and just going to keep him. They're going to take him into custody. Then you see the officer with the shotgun. He's going to kind of keep an eye around to see if there's anything around the side, and then check in that car, and then probably go and check into the suspect vehicle. But man, this was a wild pursuit. I really expected this to end really badly. With that speed, he was blasting down that